Hey, welcome back to the Barn Burner Podcast, people. We're on episode 84. Jonah and I am back.
84.
Well, I'm back in the building. Jonah's been here.
Avery's back. Hey, Avery got his job back. Everybody, or that'd be volunteer job.
I hit the
severely unpaid job.
I'll say I hit the Indeed portal, like all of K-State
we're
basketball
negative
team
right now.
So, anyway,
your money from coming here is negative because we don't make any. Also, you're wasting time. Well, spending time being here.
I was going to say I got to spend
takes
time
away
with you,
from
Jonah.
you making money.
That is time well spent with you.
Man, bro.
This week's Good Friday, right? I don't know if anybody can get a raise of hands in the building or those listening. Can anybody have a Good Friday around here? Amen. Can anybody use a Good Friday around here? Because
hey, man, brother. Woo!
I could use a Good Friday. it's been whoa.
Hey, it's Monday, brother.
Yeah, I know.
Hang in there.
Yeah, we don't have school Friday or the following Monday, so that's tough. That's gonna be nice.
That's a Good Friday right there, my boy.
Amen, bro. I'm gonna get some links in. Maybe some.
I still have school, and work. So
rips keys.
Pray for me. It's not a Good Friday for
me.
You know
what?
It's a Good Friday because Jesus is risen.
I was gonna say, but you know what? The work is finished, there, brother.
Woo! Because Sunday's coming. Amen.
Satan's been real quiet lately.
Wait, did you hear that?
I didn't. I hear crickets.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
stay down there.
I hear crickets from Satan right now, bro. He's.
I hear crying.
He's probably on his Twitter burner account, literally burner.
Yeah, bro's angrily typing. He's like so mad he's crying, sniffing, typing at the same time.
Did wasn't even that sick, bro.
Bro, you should see what I did, bro. You can't even imagine what I'm gonna do.
Did you see that time I tested him when he was fasting? I almost got him.
Dude, I almost took over the whole world. I told him to give me the whole world. I would give him a piece of bread.
Bro, he almost said I could.
Almost fell for a piece of bread, bro. Bro ain't about that bread, bro.
He's not. Well,
I think that's how Satan talks. Anyways,
Satan's cooked.
A ninth grader.
Yeah, he's definitely cooked.
Yeah, bro, he's toast.
And he's gonna be even more toast after the end times. He's gonna be literally cooked.
Amen, bro.
Bro, he's gonna go to.
Can I get an amen in the chat?
He's gonna go to Michigan or Minnesota.
Literally,
there's gonna be a lake of fire there. He's about to.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the water.
He's cooked. We are cooked, chap. We are cooked.
Literally.
GG.
Yeah.
Except for Satan, it's BG because he stinks.
Got him. Jonah, I was gonna ask you how was your past week? We haven't really caught up. We get so caught up in the episode, we don't talk about each other's weeks very often.
I would have to agree. My past week, would you like the past 7 days? Would you like the past weekend?
Well, you could go from we would have talked last 2 weeks ago, right? On the pod?
Monday. Oh, yeah, 2 weeks ago Monday. Wow, it's been 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. So you can fill me in from there.
You're really testing my brain here.
Just any quick hitters or any eventful things or anything you want to...
Not this. I'll get to this past weekend. The weekend before that, went down to Lexi's parents' house.
Right.
Her mom and dad.
Uh-huh.
We hung out there. I fixed a window for them.
Wow.
I caught a largemouth bass in their backyard pond.
Pretty
on their golf course, and nobody catches any fishing. Yeah, 4-pounder.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff. The pre-spawn's about to hit here in Kansas, so we're about to go out next weekend. The weekend after.
Down here, so
I'm excited for that.
These bass were quite finicky. It's a great pond. Lily pads everywhere. You even got some rock in there, some boulders, and plenty of limbs. And I didn't think there was any fish in there because I fished in there once before. Didn't catch anything. It's on a golf course, but me and Lexi both went and got a rod and came back, and we were both fishing at the same time. And I caught one unexpectedly. Got it right to the bank and it came off. And I was like, okay.
Was it a nice one?
It was like a 1-pounder.
Oh, okay.
No, it was like a 1-pounder.
That's still a fish. It's on the board.
At least there's fish in here. Right. At least there's fish in here.
Yeah.
She got bored. She went inside. So I kept fishing a little bit. The sun was about to set. And I legitimately said in my mind, I was using a wacky rig Senko. I said, this is the last cast. Tossed it in there. As soon as it hit the water, something tried to hit it. It missed. So I gave it a little jig, worked a little magic, and I smoked it again.
And you enticed him to eat.
And yeah, the rest was history.
Poor lip.
So that was that. We watched some golf while we were down there. I played some golf. Did I play some golf? Yes, I played some golf while I was down there. 1 round.
How'd you do?
Didn't play too hot.
Oh yeah,
not too hot.
That's me every time I'm out there. So
I shot a 89, I think.
Jonah, that would be my best game ever by far.
I know, but I was playing hot before that, and then I didn't play for like a month and a half, and
yeah, that'd be my best, dude. If I got 89, I'd be on social media about it for sure.
I posted on your story, golf ball at the golf hole. Just shot best round of my life, 89. I need a manager. All these brands are trying to get a hold of me right now. I can't keep up. So if you're a manager, slide up.
Yeah, there's gonna be like pages posting like those Bryson DeChambeau edits. It's gonna be one of me. That's what that would be.
Of an 89, baby. Yeah. So that was that. We came back. The week was the week. I don't think I did anything special last week. So I'm reminded and I forget of it. Yeah, I think so. Went to dinner with Jess and Mal. That's always cracked. We went to the Old Salty Dog.
Let's go.
Yeah, sure. Not great food, but great views. So
for sure.
That's okay.
It does a job.
Right on the water. And then Saturday, I went fishing with my buddy Derek and his dad Joe, Big Joe. Yeah, he's the one his family's the one we go to the Keys with.
Did you guys catch anything good?
We went lobstering with. We didn't catch anything at all. Well, we barely caught anything. It was horrible conditions, so we went out in the middle of the day. We were right in the intercoastal, but it was super windy, very choppy. Okay. The water was muck. So we had 2 shark rods out, and then we were fishing for trout and ladyfish on the side. We caught a combined 5 trout, 6 trout.
Any keepers or no?
No. They were all scrubs. No hits on the shark line at all.
Really?
Which is very surprising. His dad, Joe, was like 90% of the time I come out here, I at least get a hit. So I think I'm just the skunk is what it comes to. Because I've never caught a shark before.
You're good.
Still haven't. So whatever. But we got back to the house. Me and Derek start playing some darts in the garage.
Okay.
Playing a little cricket action. His dad comes out there. His dad's been fishing for years on years.
Of course, yeah.
And he comes out. He goes, I got some shark in the freezer if you guys want some shark bites.
Absolutely.
I said, what time is it? It's shark o'clock, baby. Cook them up.
Is it good?
So I tried shark for the first time. Phenomenal.
Really?
I don't even like fish. Yeah, I don't even like fish, and it was incredible.
What did it taste like that you've tried before?
Like chicken, but flakier.
Chicken of the sea?
It's literally a better chicken. I don't know how to describe it. And it's also probably the way he breaded it and cooked it up, because he breaded it in, panko, breadcrumbs, and spices and whatever else. But they were little bites like this, like your Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets.
Yeah, you ate probably 46 of them, huh?
Yeah, they tasted just like chicken, but more tender, more flakier. Is that a word?
Yeah, that's a word.
It is now. Yeah.
That's interesting. So, I might have to try that sometime. I don't know where I'm going to get shark around here, but
I'll catch you one.
Okay,
I'll send you some.
I was going to say I'll go to I hear there's some probably in the Kansas River somewhere. I'll just start boating down that and see what happens.
Either that or hit the Chinese market in Salina. I'm sure they've got some sort of shark up in there.
Kansas City does have like a world, like a world market that they have like a whole bunch of different countries and their stuff there. So
I guess I'm not surprised. Might as well hit them up, see what happens.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to make a trip to Kansas City just for that, but if I'm down there, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, no problem. Check them out. If not, I'll send you some.
All right.
Put it on a little dry ice. Send it over.
Probably good.
So we did that Saturday. Mm-hmm. Sunday, unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to church because I was asked to work some leagues for a Happy Feet on Sunday morning, which I don't typically do. Typically, I say no on Sundays, but they let me have time off, so I was like, yeah, I'll help you guys out. So I had to do that. I come back because I had to pick Lexi up from the airport in Tampa. Okay. She was in Delaware for a baby shower.
Congratulations to
so I went back to Derek's house.
People.
to Marissa and Charlie. Yep. So I came back to Derek's house for a little bit, pulled in the driveway. Him and his dad are washing cars. They said, "You want your car washed?" I said, "Is the sky blue, sir?" And to which they said, "A little bit cloudy, but yeah, I think it's blue." So I said, "Sure, let's wash the car." So I helped them, obviously, but
there you go.
We washed the old Kia.
That's what I'm talking about.
She's looking fresh. She's looking new. We waxed her. I said, "You know what, Joe? I might have to list her on the old marketplace.
I hardly know her.
Getting cleaner than this." Yeah. I'm not going to know her after I sell it.
Yep. I'm going to know this.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to know this bag, though. I'm going to speak this bag.
I'm going to know a new car. That's for sure.
It's good stuff.
I washed her up. I went and picked up Lexi from the airport. Came back home.
In a newly washed
Rory
car.
McIlroy tried to choke. He sure tried. He unsuccessfully choked.
He got it done. I mean, it was pretty ugly.
And he got it done.
Sunday was...
What you called it. Avery, I guess Avery knows golf. Clearly, I know nothing. So don't ask me anything.
I've just gotten into golf, and I watched a little bit this year, and I saw Rory was playing. I mean, obviously, he had a Grand Slam this year, so not playing bad golf.
Clearly playing well. The Grand Slam for you ungolfers is the 4 majors, winning them all. This was his last one. He had to win this one to complete the Grand Slam.
Yeah, he's won the other ones multiple times, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he hasn't won anything in 13 years or whatever.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So he clutched up, tried to lose.
I was worried for him because Rose was hooping.
Dude, he was on fire
on Sunday. He was 6 under until the playoff hole.
Yeah, he was on fire
on Sunday. So if I was Rory, I just choked that putt, and then I ended up tying with him. I'm pooping my pants.
I'm shaking in my boots. Because the funny thing is, for those of you who don't know, Rory is always clowned because he lost a major last year because he missed 2 very, very close putts that he'd made 100%. I think literally it was like, my numbers are going to be way off, but I think it was 200 and some. Maybe it was 400 and some for 400 and some. Like didn't miss one out of that many.
And then missed
and
those.
Went back to back missing both and just absolutely choke job. So He did it again this time, but thankfully it wasn't to lose. It was just to send it to a playoff.
He played that playoff hole perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from
he was throwing darts.
Apart from putting the chip in, that was perfect. He hit it up the hill, rolled back down about 3.5 feet away.
That's all you could ask. Anybody in the world would take that.
Yeah.
Anybody ever. So.
And Rose.
Then he cried like a little baby after.
Bro, I mean, to be honest, if you were in that place too, I don't know if I might cry. I don't know. I've never been a part of a major tournament. But if you're that.
I would never know the feeling, but yeah.
I would probably do that. Like if I was in the
NBA
NBA and I
kissed Justin Rose after.
Played like 9 seasons and I lost all 9 finals before that. And then I win the 10th one. I'm like,
I get it.
Going nuts.
Like LeBron crying in Cleveland. Same thing. Except me and Lexi were clowning Rory. Because he basically kissed his wife and daughter and then just left him. He was like, and they're just kind of like trotting behind him a little bit.
Is he a bad guy? I don't know him. Off the course.
I don't love him. I don't love him.
Why? Is he just too cocky or what?
He's very arrogant.
Okay. Like I said, I don't know the guys off the course.
Have you watched Full Swing yet?
No. Is he on there?
Yeah. I didn't mind him until Full Swing, and then it's kind of this thing of like, I'm the best golfer in the world, and so here's why. Oh, okay. This.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, okay, this is kind of annoying. Especially after the Ryder Cup incident, which we don't have to get into, but there was a big incident with him and one of the U.S. guys, and it was just kind of like, yeah, all right.
And
that's why I like Scotty so much.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be like...
He could care less if he wins or loses.
Right, it'd be different if he's like, I don't know, like Tiger Woods good, and he wins like multiple Masters, and
right.
Then he says, I'm the best in the world because he's won, I don't know, I don't know how many.
Right. And don't get me wrong, he's a very good golfer.
Yeah.
And one of only 6 to do the Grand Slam, but it's just the way he goes about it is just not my favorite.
Yeah.
He almost had a divorce with his wife. From what I've heard, doesn't treat her very well. I think she cheated on him though, but that was kind of just a display yesterday too of like him walking up to the clubhouse and his wife and his daughter are like way back there. And he's just walking up, like cheering, high-fiving everybody, and it's just kind of like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't catch the after, because I saw the putt to win it, and then I saw him celebrate a little bit, like 20 seconds, and then I went and got in the shower because I was needing it after Sunday.
After a little golf action or what?
Because we had our own Masters of Sunday.
Okay, sure.
Well,
you tell us about your week. Well, tell us about the golf, and then tell us about
so I'll just go to Sunday. So Sunday, which was yesterday. It seems like it was multiple days ago.
It does seem like a long time ago. Oh, by the way.
Hot tamales. Yep. Great stuff.
No pun intended.
Yeah, literally fire.
Just in case people are wondering what I'm yakking on.
Yakking on. We tried a new golf course. This will be I'm new to the golf game, if you guys don't know. So this will be my third course.
Not super new, but
I'm talking about like
experienced in breaking clubs,
picking up the game. Like I played with you, but I wasn't like in the game. I was just out there, just
having fun.
But this is my third golf course. But Chapman is a really nice course. I like it. Yeah. It sucks for me though, because I'm not good at golf, and the fairways are super narrow. So it's
hard.
It's not like here in Minneapolis, the fairways are pretty narrow, but all it is like tall trees. But then behind that, it's just grass. And it's not brush. It's just like, I don't know,
like shorter grass,
like maybe a foot grass, and you could find a ball in there every time. Pretty much.
Foot grass. I love foot grass.
Yeah, but in Chapman, there's bunkers too. I've never played with bunkers, and it was kind of windy.
Bunkers are hard.
Yeah, and for some reason, I bought this driver. Apparently, it doesn't work. It doesn't send the ball down the middle of the fairway every time. So I don't.
That's how it always goes.
I might have to get a new one. I guess I don't know.
This driver freaking stinks, man. Doesn't work on my swing.
No. I had fun though. But we played a 2-man scramble.
That's what it's about.
Came down to the last hole. We got it done. Trey and I got it done. Trey had a good chip. We
Wait, who had a good chip? You did?
Trey did on this hole. I did.
Oh.
I had a few good shots, but
no. You can claim it if you want.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't do that. We played 18 holes. I probably had 8 good shots the whole day.
Hey, that's what it's all about. What's that percentage? 8 for 18?
Well, that's considering. I'm saying good shots because there's
45%.
There's 4 or 5 shots on each hole, average. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So that's a lot more.
I was just trying to help you out. I was trying to beef up the score a little bit.
But it was fun. Yeah, I'm getting into the game a little bit. I enjoyed it a lot more. I think I'm going to go out on Friday since we don't have school. And then maybe Monday. Who knows?
Hey, love your bag though. Bag is sick.
You like the retro? It's not mine. It's Kylie's dad's.
The MacGregor.
Yeah,
fire.
Pretty tough. I know. Yeah,
fire.
Let me see what else.
Good Dubsky yesterday, so you basically won the Masters. I mean,
essentially,
you just didn't get the $4.2 million, but other than that,
I should.
Very, very close. Look who's calling again, bro.
Who is it?
Mother. She starred on the last episode. We gotta leave her this time.
Oh, was she on last episode?
Oh, she was on the last episode.
What timestamp?
She was on. Good question. I'm not sure. Right towards, probably in the middle.
I was gonna say I caught just the start, and then
you got to go listen to it because she's starring in there.
Apparently, you guys got pretty raunchy on the last episode, which
we may or may not have been canceled, but what can you do?
You know what? Sometimes you got to have a little fun on the podcast,
right? We were talking about our favorite type of people.
Yeah, of course,
the brown kind.
Yeah, of course, as one should.
Yeah,
as one should.
Sure. Right.
Let me think. Apart from
what
Sunday,
it's
we golf Sunday. Saturday we had a volleyball tournament. Dude, I have a newfound respect for volleyball players.
Why is that?
Because I played 7 games of volleyball on Saturday.
Seems like a bit much.
Yeah, it was a fundraiser for one of Kylie's friends. She's going on a mission in Japan, so if any prayers on
Konnichiwa.
here, pray for Reagan as she goes there.
Let's go, Reagan. Hey.
Yeah. So we played a fundraiser for her, and we played 7 games.
Did you fundraise?
I would assume so.
Hey, let's go. That's what it's all about.
But yeah, 7 games is crazy, and 2 of them went to 3 sets, so it was not fun.
That's a lot of volleyball.
My core
That's a lot of bump set spike.
has never hurt so much in my life.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because I was up there. I was up there. Yes.
Don't forget to curl on the way through, remember?
Yep.
After contact.
Yep, and then I was up there blocking and passing, like
all of it.
Getting the feet moving.
Absolutely.
Passing.
Bang.
Yep.
I'll spike it right in your face.
Yeah. So that was fun, but I'm really sore. My teardrops right here, cooked.
Yeah.
Cooked.
Did you win?
No, there was a few solid teams. They brought a team from Junction City, or they must have heard about it or something. But this team, you could tell they play like year round. Like they're that good at volleyball. I don't know what you want me to do, bro. This is my second time playing volleyball for real.
The core wasn't coring, I suppose.
No, they were just really good.
Was it close at least?
We played them. So the first game we won pretty handily. Second game, I think the second game we played them. But we lost the first set. We lost the first set 25-22, I think. And then the second set was like 25. It might have been 26-24. That might have been second set.
So not horrible. No,
we did.
All right, that's okay.
And
that's all right.
The crazy thing was I thought we didn't play to our best ability that game.
Sure.
But then after that...
Who's the...
Sorry, go ahead.
Who's the team MVP?
I would be remiss to not say my fiance, but...
Sure. Wait.
Yep.
The what? The who?
The fiance.
Bang!
Let's ride.
Let's go home, baby.
Yep.
He done. How'd you do that?
Oh, yeah, I was going to get back to Seattle because we went to Seattle.
Sure.
Last week.
Sure.
But to finish out the volleyball tournament, I would probably say it was Kylie or her friend Jamie did pretty well too, I think.
What's she best at?
Kylie's really good at everything. Because
no wonder he got engaged, folks. Look, listen to this.
She's played a lot. She's played a lot of volleyball, so I mean, like she's versed in passing and setting and hitting. So I'm just good at being a male and being able to jump higher than most of the other people out there. So I had
being a little bit more athletically versatile.
I had a few good plays, like you can count them on 2 of your hands, where I had a block or something just because I was in the right position on accident. Or they told me, hey, this guy crosses a lot, so you got to stay on the inside of his nose. And I'm like, So the next time you hit, I was like, and it went right down to the ground.
Yeah, he said. And that's when he got engaged, folks. He turned around and got down on a knee, pulled out a ring.
I got down on a knee because I couldn't breathe half the. Well, not that I
said, guys, pause, please. Oh not my that gosh. I was like, I don't know how you guys do this.
Cardiovascularly, like tired. Like I wasn't. There wasn't a time I was out of breath.
You were not out of breath.
But dude, the fatigue on the muscles, holy smokes! After that second game we played,
but the abs were out of breath.
Which I didn't feel that until like Saturday night before I went to bed. I was like, holy smokes!
How was that with your golf swing on Sunday?
I played better than I ever have in my life.
All right, well, maybe you need to play volleyball every time before.
Hey guys, we got a tea time on Saturday. Hey guys, we need to play some pickup volleyball. Friday night, gotta do it.
Hey Kylie, get the girls together. I've got to golf tomorrow. I gotta get a game in quick.
Yeah. But after the second game, because we played 2 games back to back, and then we had a break of 2 games. After the break, I could tell I was cooked. My hips were
I'm sure.
were already tight, and I just could tell I'm getting fatigued.
It's like one of those like 3v3 basketball tournaments where you're like so excited for the games, and then you get 3 games in, and you're like, how am I supposed to play 5 more games? I think I might die.
Yeah. And like,
this is not working.
Like, my quads didn't really hurt. I could tell I used them, but it wasn't to a point where you're like, walking around like you're about to fall over. But
sure. But they were aching. They were hollering.
Saturday night, I was like, I am going to be cooked tomorrow. And I tried to stretch. I will not be able to walk. Stuff. It did not help. I got up in the morning, bro. I tried to get up, and I'm laying flat right now. Not actually, but I'm like,
yeah.
Oh gosh! Right as the core engaged, I was cooked.
Throw up.
I was toast. I was toast.
You just had to. It's like the old people. You just had to roll over, like get some momentum.
Like yesterday,
had to roll to the side.
Yesterday, we were watching a movie after I got back, and Kylie's laying down, and she's trying to get up, and I'm sitting up, kind of like I'm like probably like. Well, let me show you like this. I'm sitting like this.
A little propped up?
Yeah.
Sure.
She uses my shoulder because she's laying down flat. She like uses my shoulder to get up because her core is cooked too.
Avery's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's off limits.
And then she was getting up one time and her elbow got like the back of my arm on the couch. Holy smoke. She put like all of her weight on it.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I was like, yow, gosh, no.
She like gets up, you're like this.
I'm literally weeping.
She goes away, you're like.
Without making a noise, I'm weeping.
Yeah. Just a tear rolling down the face.
Yeah.
She's like, you good? You're like,
never been better.
Great.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. Like today, I was walking around the school, and I could just tell I was. Oh man, I was
sure.
And I got burnt yesterday.
Juiced.
A little
Rock
bit.
On.
So
hey, the sun finally came out.
Yeah, and you could tell my cheeks were a little bit red.
Now we're talking.
So then the week before that, like Tuesday.
The week you were absent,
right? Well, I was gone the Thursday before. No, Friday and we got back Monday night late. So I missed Friday and Monday of school. But just to fill you in quickly, Tuesday.
For good reason.
Yeah, Tuesday through Friday of this past week that I was at school was pretty typical, nothing crazy. So we'll flash back even more to the prior weekend.
Sure.
We went to Seattle. My plan was it was her birthday trip, but with her job, she's self-schedules, so she has to schedule a month before. So she didn't have a time where she had, 4 days off to be able to go on a trip somewhere.
Kylie, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't even know when her birthday is.
February 6th, so that's the problem.
Did we say happy birthday to her on here?
I bet we did.
We had to. If not, hey.
I wouldn't be engaged if
happy 21st birthday.
If I didn't. No, I'm just kidding. She probably wouldn't care that much. But yeah, so
she
that
says no. She's like, you didn't shout me out on your massively huge podcast.
Yeah, I remember that.
You never said happy birthday to me.
Let me see that ring.
Now that people don't know. Yeah.
Right in the grass.
Say goodbye to that.
Yeah.
And you could walk home. Good luck in Seattle.
Yeah. So that was the plan, was for her birthday get together. Just us to go on a trip and just experience Seattle, because she said she wanted to go to Din Tai Fung, which is like an Asian restaurant, which is pretty good.
Sure. Bless you.
And then like Pike's Place Market is there, so obviously all that, the tossing of the fish and
sure,
the ocean's right there. So
did it rain?
It did. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We were there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but it only rained on Sunday and Monday. So Friday and Saturday were,
there you go.
And honestly, I think Saturday was the day that it was like pretty warm. Like I had to take my jacket off. That's how warm it was. So that was nice.
Sure. How long was the flight?
We flew to Denver, had a layover there, and then flew to Seattle. I think the farthest flight was obviously to the Denver to Seattle, which was like two and some change.
Not bad at all.
So not
That's
bad.
a good little break in there.
Yeah. So I finally got it scheduled where it worked out. She had like 6 days off in a row, just how the week's laid out or whatever. So I scheduled it for this past weekend, or two weekends ago, I guess now, since it's Monday. So we went, flew in Friday, did some things on Friday. When we got there, we went to the hotel. We thought we couldn't check in because I think we got to the hotel probably around 10, no, like 11:30, and check-in's at like, I don't know, 4
like
usually.
3:30 or something?
3:34.
Yeah.
But we came in and our room was ready, which was nice because
Bang.
most of the time, some hotels have where they hold your luggage, but some hotels don't have it, so you have to go pay a certain company to hold your luggage.
You don't want to walk around Seattle with your bags.
Yeah. So we went to the hotel, and I planned it strategically. I said, hey, we're gonna have one night where we dress up. Obviously, I don't want to propose to her while she's in sweats or something.
Sure. Well, shorts and a t-shirt is what I prefer.
Yeah, but that's not how women work. I don't think they kind of want to be dressed up a little bit further. Yeah. So I said,
females, am I right?
So I got there, or we got there, and on the flight we were talking, we're going to do the nice dinner tonight since we have time to get ready and stuff. That way we don't have to rush around if we want to do something else. So we went to begin, I wanted to go to the botanical gardens before we went to Din Tai Fung because she likes flowers and stuff. So there's a botanical garden probably.
Sure.
I don't know. I say it's 30 minutes away. Well, it was, probably 30 minutes away, but it's probably 2.5 miles away.
Sounds like Florida.
Yep. But we stayed downtown, which was the problem. Just getting out of downtown was the problem, but once we got out of downtown, it was pretty easy going from there to the botanical gardens. Sure. So we got there. I was originally going to do it I was really going to propose at the Japanese part of it because it's like really, beautiful, like cherry blossom trees and flowers everywhere. But we couldn't find it.
You're like, well, yes, can't propose. I was going to propose, but couldn't find the spot.
Don't need this crap.
I apologize.
My biggest problem is I was wearing pants and I have bigger legs, so like there's not many pants that fit super loose on me. Like they weren't skin tight. No, but like the ring box is like this big.
He's wearing leggings, people.
The ring box is like this big.
Yeah.
By this big. So it's not a small box.
You should have just put the ring on your hand.
No, well, first of all, it wouldn't fit. Second of all, I'm definitely losing that thing and then I'm going to cry because it was not a short amount of money.
A little chunk of change.
Yeah. So it was sitting in my pocket and the whole time I was like, I can't put this on her side because it'll be the time she wants to hold my hand and her hands get cold and she wants to use my pocket or something. And she's going to poke the ring box.
Were you like incredibly nervous or not really? Were you chill?
Well, I had an inkling she would say yes because we've had the ring since October of last year or November because I originally planned on doing it like in January because I was going to have like pictures done and have her family show up and then propose that way, but it just never worked out scheduling wise. And so I ended up waiting until this past week or 2 weekends ago to do it. But so we're in the car and I'm like, I cannot let her see this. I can't. So then we're walking up there and we walk up. There's like this mausoleum type thing. It's just stone around a little centerpiece of flowers, but there's some pretty nice trees around.
Okay.
And nobody was up there. So I was like, you know what? Perfect opportunity. So I said, hey, let's take a picture.
There we go.
So you
got to harvest when it's plentiful, right?
Right, exactly. And so I said, here, I'll just record a video so we can just screenshot pictures that we want. All right. So then I set it down.
Good idea. Honestly, that's a great idea.
Yeah. I was going to ask somebody to do it, but again, there was nobody nearby, and I was thinking about that before as I was planning this. I didn't want to be like, hey, we got to go find somebody to take a picture. So,
Kylie, you stay right there. I'm gonna go find somebody.
I'm gonna go walk about
I'll be back
half
in
a mile
5
back,
to 10. Okay,
and see if I can find somebody on the trail.
You wait.
Bring them up
Don't
here.
move. Okay, don't move.
Don't you dare go anywhere.
Nope. I'll be back in a jiff.
So, but
it just takes off running.
Yeah. So I just set it on my water bottle. I put the video on, and then I proposed there. So that was it.
Bang!
Yeah. And then we went to Din Tai Fung.
And she said yes?
She said maybe. So we'll have to see back in about 2 to 3 weeks.
Fingers are still crossed, people. Trying to stay patient. God's plan, you know?
Yep. Yeah. I got put in the friend zone again.
Can you imagine?
Unbelievable.
She's like, ooh, I don't really know how to say this, but I thought we were just kind of...
Sorry.
I thought we were friends this whole time. I don't know where you kind of got turned.
Ooh.
But...
Ooh, man. That one's tough.
Oh.
You might want to go ahead and delete that video.
That one hits deep. She's like, yeah, I don't really want any pictures from that video. You can just get rid of it.
Yeah. No, thankfully she said yes. So now I'm engaged, people. So, yeah, there we are.
Y'all better say congrats in the comments or else.
Yeah, if you don't say congrats, that just means you hate Kylie. And then if that's the truth,
and
you hate me. So.
Oh, take that. Yeah, take
unbelievable. That. And if that's the truth, you hate Jonah.
Ooh, take that. And if that's the truth, you hate Ron Dog. And you can hate Ron Dog.
You can't.
Or Steph Dog.
It's against the rules.
Unhateable.
Yeah, it's against the rules.
And if you hate both of them, you hate this podcast because they're the ones that made it happen. Yeah. So, you got to say it now.
Yeah, so Seattle was cool, and then we drank copious amounts of coffee. And
well, at least we know all of Seattle's not gay.
No, it is.
There's at least one part that's
no.
Well, besides you two.
No, it was pretty. It was pretty. Yeah, pretty gay. In terms of
what was so gay about it?
Well, I was thinking in terms of like men liking men and women liking women. That type.
Well, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Where did you notice it the most?
About every time you walk down the street.
Every time you turn the corner?
Yeah. But
gay.
Yeah. I made a few jokes, and those jokes were not well received. The walk in to the by the old lady. So so I had to nip those in the bud pretty quick.
Yeah, I had to keep him on the low. He was texting me the whole time, telling me the jokes.
It was funny. I made a few jokes to her dad, and he was cracking up. So
there you go. That's what it's about. Right there.
I had a few days to build them up, to think about them before bed. To really slam the point home.
Sure. And then fire him off.
Yeah, and he was cracking up. So
there you go.
I got to think what else we did that was really cool there. Pike's Place Market is really cool. It's like, and they have a Chinatown there too. So it was really cool just to experience that. There was a whole bunch of fresh flowers there.
There we go. Sounds like an engagement city.
Literally.
With all these flowers.
And then we saw the aquarium, which is pretty cool there. I mean, it's not huge, but it's cool.
I don't care how old I get, and I don't know if people think this also. I love aquariums.
Yeah, aquariums are pretty dope. Yeah.
I think it's legit, and sometimes I feel like a little kid, or that like I feel like I'm going to get made fun of, but I'm over it.
Yeah.
I love
them. Yeah, Jonah doesn't care anymore.
I don't care anymore. I will go and go and go every day.
And then we went.
I'll go volunteer.
Probably, I don't know if it's my favorite. I mean, the favorite part was getting engaged, but
sure. Well, has to be
one of my favorite things we did is there was this place called Spin. It's like it's literally a ping pong. Like you get a table. And you get to have like finger food and drinks, and you literally just play ping pong. It's pretty sick.
So it's like a Topgolf, but for ping pong.
Yeah. So like Kylie and I went, and we got a table to ourselves, and we just played ping pong and got some fries and some drinks, and then left.
That's legit. Wait, how is it set up? Is there like a table just next to the ping pong table?
Yeah. So
Or do you have like a little bay to yourself?
Well, I'll paint you a picture. So when you first walk in, there's like to your left is like an actual bar, like where you can sit out and watch TV or whatever. But then there's 2 ping pong tables there. This is how this one's set up. I don't know if it's the same for all of them, but 2 ping pong tables. But then there's high-rise tables right beside them. So then you walk past. There's like an aisle that goes down the middle. There's like 2 nets pretty much, and then you walk through that. There's 2 more tables.
Keep the people safe.
There's 2 more tables, yeah, and there's a high-rise on both sides, and then there's booths on the other. But we had just a high-rise, so as we're playing, ping pong, the high-rise table's right here. So if I wanted to drink, I could just play ping pong. The ball goes out. Back to ping pong.
It doesn't get in the way?
No, it's not like right here, but you got to like take a step over or 2 and then reach and then grab, drink, and then put back and then take it. And the cool thing is like once you lose a ball, like I don't have to chase it around. They said just leave it.
And you just grab another.
Yeah, there's like a bucket of balls right here.
What a great idea.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I got to look it up. I'm going to see if I can find a picture.
Yeah, it's just called Spin.
That was your second favorite part of the journey.
I would say probably, yeah. I mean, it was just a good time. I mean, it's pretty passive. Like, it's not super engaging in terms of, athletically.
Oh, yeah, this looks fun.
But you're just doing a little something, and
yeah,
the fries were good, drinks were good, so
that's a good time.
Yeah, and they had a photo booth there, and I blinked on the flipping second picture. Darn it!
You have to. That's the only right way.
I didn't mean to, but I did.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, I mean,
we're all human.
Yeah, but overall, it was a good trip. The problem was we got back to the house on Monday at 1 a.m. and brother had to work the next day.
So
no,
that's a bummer.
That was awesome.
That is a bummer right there. Yeah.
That was tough.
Your student was taking care of you the whole day? It was the other way around.
Unfortunately, we had testing that day.
Mr. Kid.
Yeah.
You gotta wake up. It's time to go to the next class.
I think we all can understand the state testing time of year. Not great. Not the best time of year. And so...
Double whammy.
As a normal kid, he's not a huge fan of state testing. So...
Sure. Hey, we've all been there.
It tests my patience a little bit because I don't want to get too far into details, but like on the ELA test, which is pretty much just English, they used to have a read aloud for some kids, but they did away with that. So even if, say there's like
that's discriminatory.
Say there's like a 4th grader that's not reading up to a 4th grade level, he has to try to read all the questions by himself.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's rigged.
Yeah, and
boo.
He's kind of like he doesn't read the words like phonetically. He's really smart, so he just takes pictures in his mind of words. Yeah. So like he has to practice words for him to be able to get it. Does that make sense?
I know what it is. Yeah. Yep.
Like if he sees the word telephone, he's not sounding it out phonetically.
Right.
He's just saying telephone because he knows in his mind he's seen that picture before.
That's what that is. Yeah, that's what that word is.
And 99% of those words we're not going to teach in class because they're all like filler words. So or names.
Sure.
So we're not going to teach him names because there's no point for him to know Priscilla because he doesn't have anybody that he knows named Priscilla.
Dang, dude, that's a bummer.
So
that's dumb that they went away with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Topeka right now and go talk to him.
So he struggled with that, which is definitely understandable with how his brain works. I understand. So I had to exercise some patience there because he was getting frustrated and I was running low on sleep. So I was trying not to get frustrated, but I didn't. So he ended up just...
Hey, there you go.
He ended up just saying to me, I was like, hey, buddy, I can't read it for you. And he was getting mad that I couldn't. And I was like, it's not my rules or else I would read them to you and we'd be fine.
Yeah.
But then it took me a few times saying that for him to understand. He was like, yeah, he's not, he can't read it to me. So then he was like,
yeah,
okay. And then just started I mean, pretty much just guessing away. I guess if that's what they want.
That's pretty frustrating.
So,
yeah.
But he ended up
That's
doing
hard.
it.
That sucks.
He did better on the math portion
Shout out
last
to him,
week,
man.
which he's really good at math.
There you go. You know what they say. You don't need to know English to be an astronaut.
For real. You can know Spanish.
All you need to know is math. Yep.
So
there you go.
Yeah, that was that week, and then this past week was, I mean, fairly typical. Nothing wild happened.
Wait, so how'd you ask her dad? How'd that conversation go? Were you nervous for that?
Me and him have a good relationship already. Like, he's pretty much like one of the boys. So, like,
sure,
he's one of those guys that I can have a conversation with, just like I would with you or Josh or Trey or Trent or whoever.
I'm one of the boys.
Yeah. So, he works on a farm, so his truck was just right outside of town here in Minneapolis. And he asked Kylie if he could get a ride to go get the truck. And I was already coming here for something. I don't remember. It was probably a month before I asked. And Kylie was like, hey, can you take my dad to this place? And I was like, you know what? This is perfect time. It's going to me and him, you know, by ourselves.
There you go. Just the boys chatting it up.
So he got in the car, and I was like, hey, man, I've been trying to – well, because I asked him probably a week or two before that if he's busy that night. And he wasn't, but then something came up for me, so I couldn't go to his house and, you know, just ask him there.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, man, I've been wanting to have this conversation with you. I love your family. I feel like, you know, you and I have a good relationship, and I really love your daughter. So I would love to ask for your blessing to marry her. And he was like, I thought this question was coming. And he said, absolutely. Yeah, you can.
Look at that. Shout out to, what's his name?
Trevor. Great guy.
Let's go, Trevor.
Great guy.
Rock on.
Yeah. So then I asked her mom and stepdad as well. So that went well.
There you go.
Yep.
Rock freaking on. Do we have a date yet or no?
Yeah, May 2nd of next year. Yeah,
I thought you were about to say
already
May 2nd of this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking about 3 weeks here.
We're going to go April 17th of this year. So we're going to have it in our garage.
I hope you can make it.
Yeah.
I literally thought you were going to say that.
No, yeah, it's next year.
Oh, man.
So it's going to be a busy time of the year for us because we're going to look at venues, and she's going to look for a wedding dress and all that stuff going on. And then hopefully getting a house here soon. We'll see how that goes. So it's going to be busy.
There we go.
Real busy.
There we go. Way to go, man.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Thank you, man.
Proud of you for actually, talking to a woman. I know it's hard. So,
bruh. Throw me a freaking bone here.
It's work.
Guys.
I wasn't saying for you. I was saying for me.
Bro, Jonah's got the most riz out of anybody on this podcast right now.
I didn't talk to a woman until 10th grade.
Bro, and
that was because I needed help on my homework.
Because you didn't need to. It's the unspoken riz.
I did. I don't know if this counts, but I got asked out on the first day at a new school in 6th grade.
Jonah's got that mute riz. He's got that mime riz.
To which I said no. So, GR, if you're listening, sorry, but just it wasn't the right time.
Jonah said no, but have you cultivated your relationship with Jesus Christ lately?
I'm taken by my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Have you seen the video?
What do you know about him?
That street interview. It's a white dude with long hair.
No.
So it's like one of the things.
Todd White?
No, it's Todd White's not white, but anyway. So it's like a normal street interview. Like this dude has a mic and he's on, he's recording. It's usually like what you see on Reels or on TikTok or whatever. But he asked him, he's like, hey, man, are you in a relationship? He's like, no. Wait, yeah. He's like, wait, you said no. Do you not know if relationship? He's like, yeah, I am. He's like, so how long you been in a relationship for? He's like, oh, we've been on and off for 14 years. And he's like, is this a guy or a girl? No, he said, is this a girl? He's like, nah. And he's like, so you're gay? And he's like,
bro's from Seattle.
So the dude asked, he's like, so you're gay? He's like, no. So he's like, so it's a dude, but you're not gay? He's like, yeah. So he's like, who is it? He's like, Jesus Christ.
Amen, bro. Yeah. Off and on, baby. 14 years.
It was hilarious. The dude was like,
I'm going to start saying that.
yeah. So he said, yeah, it's a guy. And he's asked, so you're gay? He's like, no.
No. Whoa, whoa. I don't do none of that.
Yeah. So the dude was just like, he's in a relationship with a guy, but he's not gay.
Are you in a relationship? No. Well, yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh man, I have a speaking of engagements, I have another shout out to make. I know I say shout out about 17 times an episode.
That's fine.
My boy Curran.
I did see that.
You know him?
Yes.
You love him? He also spoke to a woman and she said yes.
Just to speak to
so
him.
Huge congrats. He also got friend zoned. So
congratulations, Curran.
Huge congrats, Kayla and Curran.
I'll shoot him a message tonight.
Finally found a woman that was shorter than him, so it all worked out. We knew it was love at first sight after that. No, it's not, man.
Curran's personality is like he's 6'4". He's him, bro.
It makes up. Yeah, it makes up for the height. Because it's hard to make up when you're at 5'7", but
dude, you're a hater, bro. Poor Curran, man.
Bro, I kid you not, one of the first times we ever hung out, it was actually during the I think it was during the Michigan National Championship game. And I was making so much. This is like when we first met each other, and I was making so much fun of like men's gymnastics, short guys. And after, bro, I felt so bad
because
I felt like I made so much fun of him. And no, like I knew that obviously.
Oh,
but I felt so bad. I was like, bro, I don't know if I took it too far, but like, I was like, I'm just jealous of what you do, not being a gymnast, but like. He's like, oh, bro, you're good, bro. No worries. I was like, dang, bro. I thought I might have pieced. He might piece out here. He's never gonna hang out with me again.
But he did. He came back for more.
But he did.
He came back for seconds.
He did, and now he's going to the University of Michigan. So
let's go, Curran.
Shout out to him, man.
It's gonna be wedding season for the both of us, probably around the same time. So
it's gonna be wedding season a lot.
Yeah.
So. I'm ready.
For the longest time, I was like, bro, I'm about to be the last one in my friend group married.
Bro, I'm sad because you didn't even tell me this was about to happen.
I didn't tell many people at all.
We're not even friends.
I didn't tell many people at all.
We actually hate each other off the podcast.
No, we don't, Jonah. I just didn't tell you because I didn't tell anybody else. Stop. Don't be like this.
That's all right.
You're acting like a woman right now.
I actually didn't ask Avery anything about the proposal. Even after, I texted him, but other than that, I didn't ask a single thing so that we'd hear to your first.
Yeah.
Firsthand
It wasn't
experience.
like a movie type thing because she was about to cry. So I was like, I don't want to make her seem like she's just weeping on a video. So I kept it short. But we had
Did you at least get some good pictures out of it?
There's a video.
Okay. All right. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So,
good quality.
I mean, fairly good.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Right there. That is what I'm talking about.
But I'm sure we'll do engagement pictures here soon. I don't know when, but sometime.
I mean, got to, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
So. Well, we might have to wrap it up there.
That's fine.
I have a English paper that's due tonight.
Jonah's studious.
It is 9:40, and it's due tonight. And this class is extremely worthless to me, but that's okay. It's written communication.
Just gotta get
if anybody is an English major, please help me out.
Well, they won't see it until tomorrow, so if they're gonna help you out, you're cooked.
Yeah, I have it for tonight, but for the next one, I had to write a literary analysis on a drama play.
Some plays are good.
Well, not this one. So.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
This one is about gender roles, so I kind of just.
Have you started?
Threw it away. Yeah, I just have to do all my citations.
Oh. So yeah, I mean, you can get it done a reasonable time tonight.
Yeah, it's just dumb, but what can you do?
Just tedious work until nightfall.
Right. So, Well,
All right,
this
man.
episode's going to go down in history.
Some would say.
Maybe I'll put an asterisk by the title because just remarkable what you've done.
You know what, Jonah? Thank you. Honestly, I don't want to get too sappy on this
excited
thing
for you guys.
real quick, but
yep.
I'm very appreciative of just like the congratulations and all that stuff. I haven't responded on Facebook, so if you're on Facebook or Instagram, there's a lot of comments, and I feel like I would do you a disservice by just saying thank you the same way to everybody.
Sure.
So, I mean, if I see you in person, I've definitely had conversations with people and thanking them and stuff like that, but I don't know, it's just weird to me that I don't want to just say thank you with an exclamation point to everybody because I feel like that's
fair.
Doing a disservice.
Dude, I feel that like when people comment on my timeline, happy birthday.
Yeah, you're
like how many different ways can I say thank you?
Yeah, like thanks, man. Hey, thanks, name here.
Hey, thanks. Hope the family's doing well.
Yeah, hope you and the fam are well or something. Yeah, so
Yeah. Thanks, smiley face.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So thank you guys.
That's huge though.
Yeah. For that.
Excited for you guys.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good. God's good.
Amen. It's a new chapter. A lot more stress involved. So but
that's what I'm talking about.
That's the beauty of it.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Got to do it together. So that's gonna be fun. All right,
that's man. Right. There we go. Well, let's wrap her up. Appreciate you guys as always.
Yeah.
Everybody drop a GG in the comments for Avery.
Yeah, GG. It's funny.
And a BG for Satan.
Yeah, for real. Or get
Good Friday's coming up. Happy Easter, by the way.
Yes.
I can't believe we haven't said that yet.
Christ is risen.
Christ is risen. God is good.
He's still risen, but we're celebrating his risenation.
He's risen.
We're selling his risenation on Sunday.
He raised us up, bro. That's that? Christ right there. Yeah.
That was Petty cooking. I could have swore she was cooking right at the setup. It could have been mass chaos to end the episode.
That would have been the end of the episode.
It's like there's a freaking explosion.
Yeah. Had an earthquake. Dang.
All right, man.
All right, dude.
Well, yeah, you take care, brother.
Have a great week.
Yeah, you too, man.
Hope everybody has a great week.
Yep.
And we'll see you next week.